Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello, I am so excited to do this week ahead. This last week has been super crazy with Hurricane Ian and all that stuff. I will be chatting about that after this intro if you want to hear. But let's first get into this pile selection. I do have some extra little doodads here that my cute little daughter saw my setup and she wanted to add and told me why. So I felt the need to leave them for you guys if anyone, for some reason, that helps you decide. So I have 3 piles for you guys today. So pile 1, I have this clear quartz moon with this little clear little flower. Pile 2, we have this black obsidian star. And this little green one with a broken petal. And as we say in my family, we still love broken things. And pile 3, I have this beautiful moonstone heart, a rainbow moonstone heart with this bigger green little, I'll call it a doodad. I'm sure it has a name. Anywho, but take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, that's completely fine. You could just have a really busy week. Feel free to watch more than one. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Sometimes people use the numbers to help them decide on which pile to pick. But I'll leave these up for a moment or pause the screen if you need more time, and I will see you at your pile or over at my little chit chat about this past week with Hurricane Ian. All right, guys, thanks. Hey guys, I've recorded this like 5 different times. I've said all kinds of stuff. As most of you guys know, or if you don't know, I do live on the west coast of Florida. I live in the Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete area. The predicted area of where Hurricane Ian was supposed to come in at a Category 2. However, as we all know, it came in at a Cat 4, almost 5, strength a day early than predicted in the Fort Myers area. It's been a little disheartening to see certain people cast a lot of judgment for the people that didn't leave. All I can say is if you haven't been in this situation, there was a lot of things that went down that just made it a really intense, unexpected to that level situation. And so instead of sending people those initial thoughts of why this, why that, just send them compassion, because that's what they need, love and support. Again, my area was minimally impacted, even though we were expected to get it. I did take proper precautions. Half of my stuff is still boxed up in Rubbermaid airtight tubs. All my oracle cards are still up. My tarot cards and some of my oracle cards have been unpacked, but I did prep as if having a large amount of water possibly into my home. I live about 3 miles from the beach, which is amazing. I luckily live in a no flood situation, but I still planned on leaving, going to a different home that was more prepped than mine. I live in a rental, so I only can do so much here, and I needed to think about the safety of my girls and I, even though we were expecting a much more weakened storm that had a longer time in the water and a longer time to be dissipated by wind shear than what Fort Myers got. So I guess my whole initial point of this is just to say, please have compassion and love for those people and understand that that situation was way worse than anyone expected. There's a couple different things that went down. I don't think it's anyone's fault. Mother Nature is Mother Nature, but the storm did come in at a category 4, almost 5, and a day earlier to an area that was basically, for up until the day before, assumed that they were fine, or they were just going to get minimal effects. If you've ever lived in Florida, you will understand, like, a hurricane can go by and you can, I mean, it's still bad weather. You don't want to go out in it. You don't drive around. You take it seriously, but not catastrophic stuff. And that happens to us every single year. It's very much sometimes a cry wolf situation. Do I stay? Do I go? It's not an easy decision to make. So I guess I just wanted to pop on here and talk about that. Not saying any of you guys had thoughts like that, but if at all, we could just send them compassion and love, healing energy. If you want to help in other financial ways, feel free to donate to whatever charity you feel aligned with. I personally don't have any recommendations there. I do have family that lost everything. Fort Myers is an area that I vacationed every summer, so it is really hard to see it the way it's looking on screen, and knowing where I used to go no longer is there. Anyway, so my family, I've personally helped the best I could to them personally. But so if you do want to donate, I don't have an opinion or a suggestion, but just look, research, and go with whichever feels aligned with you, or you feel guided to donate if you choose to. I don't need any money. I do appreciate everyone that, especially on Instagram, if you guys don't follow me there, I have the same name, ajourneyinlight. Everyone who reached out, everyone who sent kind words, love, prayer, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. And on here. So thank you guys for that. But I guess I just wanted to take a moment. I'm just going to keep it silent for a little bit. If we all could just send that area all the good jam, all the good vibes, all the love, all the energy, all the blessings that we can send them. And then if you want to do anything other than that, feel free to do that as well. Or if you have any suggestions, if you do live in that area and you know there is a charity or an organization that is really actually helping locally, please feel free to drop that in the comments, because I don't know. Yep. So I just want to take about 20-minute silence for everyone there. So if you guys will join me, I'd appreciate that. Also, not just the Fort Myers area, everyone across Florida, even over to the East Coast, New Smyrna, Daytona, where it came out, they have had intense flooding. I have other friends that have lost everything. It's a very catastrophic event. So again, if you don't understand, be thankful you don't. And for all those that are affected, sending you love. And hopefully things will get better soon. And I just wanted to take a moment to speak on that, and thank you for listening. All right, I'll see you guys at your pile. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, hi. Welcome back. Don't forget to like. It really helps this video move far. So we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. No matter when this was recorded, just know when you're watching this, this is what you can expect in the next 7 days. So you guys picked this really lovely clear quartz little moon here. And this little plastic clear charm picked out by my daughter. Honoring that. All right, so we always start with our tarot, then we go into the oracle cards as well as charms and letters. So let's see. For the overall energy, we'll start with your tarot. So for the overall energy this week, you guys have the 9 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So with the Nine of Cups being here, this is going to be a week of things coming to fruition, wishes coming fulfilled, good things coming your way, feeling very complete and full on an emotional level. With the Page of Swords here, there could be some communication coming in, or even just some ideas sparking new like new inspirations kind of coming in. This also kind of is like an eager to learn energy. So there could be this sense of wanting to learn something new that's sparked this week, or being excited in a fun, playful way about that. Our pages tend to be a little bit more of a impulsive, energetic kind of energy, a childish energy. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a very, very good thing. It can give you that spark of excitement about things, like having the excitement that you had when you were a kid about something. So that's this energy coming in. And overall, these could be combined together energies where, you know, maybe some new communication, new information's coming in that makes you feel very fulfilled, or it's been something you've been wanting for a long time. Sorry, I just realized that my other light was shined the other way. But we are using the Golden Girls Tarot. I've had a crazy week with this Hurricane Ian stuff. So, and they're from Florida too, even though East Coast, but still. Yeah, so overall energy, very exciting. Also, I'm just feeling like quick moving communication too, with the fact that there's like some palm trees in the back of this card. They're kind of bending, so there may be a need to be flexible about some information this week too. Palm trees for me are always that in a storm, a palm tree will bend and it doesn't break. And I mean, not saying it hasn't uprooted, because they have, but they typically are made to withstand high winds or you know, tropical weather. So there's always a message about being flexible when I have palm trees somewhere in a thing. So there may be that energy as well this week for, you know, needing to be a little flexible, or just, I'm hearing, yeah, bend, don't break, and be a little understanding about some information that comes in as well. All right, let's see what else we have for you guys. We have reevaluate your priorities. So this could be a week that you kind of tune back in to some stuff that maybe, you know, if there's some things in your life that are taking up your energy, but they aren't really fulfilling you in a way. Again, this is a week of fulfillment and doing things that fulfill you. So you may need to readjust your priorities. It's like that course correction kind of thing. You know, sometimes we start doing something that we think we want to do and it doesn't quite go our way. And, you know, it doesn't mean you're stuck there. You're not a tree. If you can, you know, pivot or adjust things to go more where you want them to go, or start moving in the direction. And how we do that is to reevaluate our priorities. You know, look at what we're doing, what we're putting our energy into, and readjust as needed. So you guys have a call for that this week. We also have career. So there could be a career change for some of you guys, or just a career focus. Someone could be getting a promotion that's kind of coming in. So that's kind of exciting. If you kind of want to put these together, if you're very unfulfilled in your career, maybe this is the time to reevaluate where you're putting your energy, if it's something that you really want to do. And maybe it's a good time, especially with this overall energy, to make that shift. If there's something that you're really excited about in that very playful, fun kind of way that has to do with a career or a career shift, the energy is supporting that for you guys, pile one. Blessed. So there is some sort of blessing coming in this week. You will feel blessed, but this feels like a very much like an unknown blessing. Like a surprise, but in a very good way, like that blessing in disguise. So sometimes, you know, things don't always go our way, but we end up getting something better down the road. So this might be a down the road thing. Like you might have dealt with something previous to this week that maybe, you know, maybe hurt your heart a little bit. But you'll find out something will shift this week that you'll see it as a blessing, and something will come in there. You're like, wow, I didn't expect that. That's how this energy of this card. I'm also being guided to mention this is a 22 for any of you guys. Maybe you'll be seeing some synchronicities around the number 222, things like that. Keep an eye on those as well. Next, you guys have the Land Between. So this card is about appreciating where you are. So, you know, sometimes we have like a long-term goal and we forget to appreciate where we are, where we've gotten to. If it's like, sorry, you know, you're focused on this end result, but sometimes it's good to stop and realize that where you've gotten to thus far. Look at all the things that you've accomplished. Even if you're not where you need to be, it's learning to appreciate where you are in the now. Give yourself credit. Even if you know you still have some ways to go and whatever it is that this pertains to in your life, it's going to look a little different for everybody. But say you're on like a weight loss journey and you're like, have this goal or this, you know, or a health journey. I don't necessarily want to say weight loss journey. It could be building muscle. It could be changing your physicality, something like that. It's appreciating each step. Like you might not be to that end result, but look how far you've come. And again, it doesn't have to be weight focused. That's just something I picked. This could be a career. This could be building like finances. It could be a lot of different things, guys. So, you know, you're going to see it's about appreciating how far you've come, where you are, even if it's not your end result. So that energy is sitting here this week for you guys as well. Next, your mindful message is personal journey. So I'm going to read this. It says, I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. So this is whatever you're doing, and if you're just doing it for you, just accept that other people might not get it, and that's okay. Continue doing what feels right for you. Move forward in that direction. Again, it doesn't matter if anyone understands, gets it, praises you. You don't need it. You have everything you need within you. I know that we want it from outside. I know we want our loved ones to get it. I know we want support. I get it. We're all human. We want that. But just know that whatever it is you're doing, just honor that you are doing what you need to do, what fills your cup, and keep moving forward. Even if you're not getting that outside satisfaction or validation, just know that your satisfaction with yourself, even if it's appreciating where you are at this time, even if it's not where you want to go, is part of this whole journey for you guys. Your law of attraction card this week is, you guys have the magic of pretending. It says, visualize an ideal situation, be detailed, play the part, see as manifested, speak it into existence, be certain. So this is the idea when it comes to law of attraction of imagining it as if it's already here. Like, how would that look for you? How would that feel for you? What would that mean for you? And really like pretending and really owning into something that you're trying to manifest. That is a big key to manifestation, is the feeling associated with it, and leaning into that and pretending. So allow yourself a moment this week just to think up some scenario that you would love to see in your life and really investigate that. Like, what would that look like? What are the details? And really hold that as a truth and a feeling, and it will help bring that into your material world. So when it comes to love this week, you guys have plenty of fish in the sea and swept off your feet, Casanova. So I think for a lot of you guys, there could be a lot of people, like if you're single, you could have a lot of people biting for your attention. Someone could come in and sweep you off your feet. That might be a little surprising. Yeah, that Casanova energy. For those in a relationship, I feel like you're just going to get swept away in love this week. You also might be mindful. I know we're getting out of Mercury retrograde as I'm recording this, but there might be some other people biting for your attention. If you're already in a happy relationship, don't allow anything to mess it up. Be true to where your heart lies, and don't get sidetracked is kind of that message that's coming in with that. But very fun overall energy for you guys for love this week. And let's pull your letters and charms. Let's see what we have going. Oof. Oh, I do have to say, it feels so good to be doing readings again. Last week was just insane with all this Hurricane Ian stuff. So I'm so happy to be back here with you guys. And thank you for being here and supporting my channel through it all. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's start with your zodiac dice. This is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week. This could be your sign or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Capricorn. So it's earth energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This also is about career. Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is all about career. So there could be a career focus. And again, you could just be dealing with a Capricorn. And then the house focus for you guys this week is house number 5. This is ruled by Leo. This is about being playful. This is romance. This is gambling too. So like playing the lotto. You guys did have blessed in here. So some of you guys could be blessed in that department as well. But this is all that playful energy, that really fun, childlike enthusiasm energy coming in with house number 5. Also possibly being on stage and being recognized this week. So, all right, let's get some letters. So these could be someone's initials that you're dealing with this week. This could, sometimes it spells out words. I'll let you guys spell those out in the comments if you want to. Or this could be like a location or just a place that has meaning to you. All right, so we have a Q and E. We have an R, an L, an M, an F, and a W. So those are your guys' letters. So we have Q, E, R, L, M, F, W. I know it spells words. Feel free to. You also have FML. Fuck my life. Okay, sorry. Anyways, there's also someone might have to go to the ER. Be mindful of that. Okay. Anyways, so there's your letters. Let's get you guys some charms. All right, so what else does pile 1 need to know about their week, please? I know sometimes I do an extended for love. I don't have time. I'm just happy to get to record this message or this reading probably about 3 days later than I normally do it. But anyways, all right. Pile 1, what else do they need to know about their week, please, in charms? All right, what do we have here? Okay, so we have the Star. So another like wish fulfillment coming in, also some healing this week for you guys, also possibly a nod to Aquarius. You guys have this another thing with stethoscope. We did get this ER thing. Not gonna freak anybody out, but also for me, this is like a level of healing and hearing someone's words from their heart. So in the stethoscope, we're listening to hearts, right? So the message with this is about hearing like messages from someone's heart this week. You guys have these little heart colored or these rainbow colored glasses, but they're seeing through hearts. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of love in your week. We have the number 1 here, so 1s could be important. I know we had 2s that were coming up, so 111 could be important. The first day after you listen to this could be important. The first month, or maybe 1 is just important to you. Also, the first house revolves around yourself, so there could be some self-focus in this week. I just realized I'm recording this and my birthday is this week. Yay, okay. We have this angel week, so there's going to be some divine guidance. Pay attention for feathers as well. You guys have this little coffee, so there could be a chance to meet up with a friend or converse over coffee. You have the carrot. So with this carrot, always like the way I read this one is, you know, the cartoons where they have the donkey and the carrot and it keeps like going after the carrot. This is the week that you get the carrot. So something is coming to fruition. You're finally getting this carrot. It's going to be in your grasp. So something that you've been wanting is going to come to you this week. We have this little crab here. This also feels like a little unexpected, like something a little pinch. Or you may have a moment where you're like, pinch me, is this real? Is this really happening? Hopefully that's in a good way. I guess it could go either way. And a little nod to Cancer here because they typically are represented by the crab as well. And then you guys have this gear. So this gear is always like, for me, reading this is about understanding how something works. So there could be some new information coming in to help you understand how like something worked out, why it worked out a certain way, but some clarity around the inner workings of something that's gone on in your life this week. So there are your charms. I know a lot of you guys, these might have other personal readings. Also, someone might be a nurse or a doctor with a stethoscope or dealing with someone in the medical field as well. So there you guys go, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading. As always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Again, it feels so good to be back to doing readings. Hopefully my output will be back to being normal after a week of nothing. And again, sending all the love to those that were affected by Hurricane Ian. I did do a chat about that at the beginning of this reading after the pile selection. If you want my words on it, feel free. I don't even know what I said. I was just rambling, but I had a lot on my mind about that whole situation. Oh, I forgot. You guys also had the Tree of Life. So things could be growing and coming back together. So sorry, I missed that. But anyway, so sending all the love to those, not just in the Fort Myers area, Southwest Florida, all the way across Florida that was affected by massive flooding, all the way over to the East Coast, and all those that when it came up to South Carolina, I forgot to mention that, in the base part for anyone affected throughout the course of Ian, also Cuba, all that stuff. It was a very, very big storm and it affected a lot of people. So sending love to all those people that were in that path. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in a future reading. Bye. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this black obsidian star. Love black obsidian or obsidian. And this little beautiful addition from my daughter, this little kind of broken petaled flower plastic charm bead thing. So there you go. We are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, things to keep in mind. It doesn't matter when I recorded this, just know these are things you can expect in the week in the next 7 days. So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, hello. Please like this video. That helps it get out there into the YouTube world for other people to enjoy it. So we will start with your overall energy, which will be your tarot, and then we'll get into oracle cards as well as letters and charms. There will be no extended today. I just don't have time with everything that's gone on the past week, but let's get going. So you guys had the 8 of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So there's going to be some situations this week. Don't be fearful of this card. This is a reminder. The 8 of Swords is about limiting beliefs, being held back by your own thoughts. So this may be something that you need to evaluate this week, to keep in mind, to recognize when you are allowing fears to hold you back or self-doubt, things like that. So again, the 8 of Swords is a limiting belief. And what that means is you're only limited by your own mind. So it's like almost like your mind is your worst enemy. So you guys could run into that this week. So I feel like this is an important message to be here. To keep that like as a reminder. So if you find yourself getting in that self-doubt kind of thing, recognize that, hey, wait a second, I don't have to be limited by, again, by these self-doubts, by my past, by my own thoughts, by my fears of whatever this is. Like really stop and recognize when those things are coming up. Because the other card, the other energy you guys have is this Queen of Cups energy. This is a very loving coming from the heart. So I think the best approach this week for you guys would be to follow your heart, follow your intuition, your internal guidance system, go after the things you love versus allowing your mind to hold you back. But you so yeah, again, just a reminder that you could run up against these types of things going on, like a head versus heart kind of vibe for the week. What you choose to do with that, again, completely up to you. This isn't coming from a judgment point. This is just coming from being self-aware of our own patterns, our own thought processes, and kind of just being recognized when we're doing certain things and asking ourselves, taking that moment back, going, does this thought serve me? Is this thought getting me to where I want to go, or is it holding me back? So those types of things. Another message about this is just a very nurturing, loving energy coming in. So you're going to feel very supported in a loving, nurtured way this week. Even if your mind is tripping you up a little bit, you're going to be feeling very supported. There could be some mother energy for some of you guys dealing with that this week as well. But it feels like really, really good. All right, let's keep going with your oracle card. So we have laugh at your demons. So this is kind of another message about recognizing your patterns, recognizing the things that hold you back, and taking their power away, not being afraid of, it doesn't have to be an actual demon, right, guys? This is just a phrase. This is laughing at those things going, oh crap, I'm doing this thing again that I said I wasn't going to do, but it's a subconscious pattern that's running. And when you can stop and recognize your own self-sabotage patterns, if you're getting in your own way, and get out of your own way, but recognizing, like, giving yourself some grace in the process. There's no need to beat yourself up over it. It's just that pause and recognizing that you're doing XYZ that isn't serving you, and stopping it right in its tracks and be like, I'm not letting you control me anymore. I own my life. I'm in control of my life. And that's the energy that you will be feeling like in a way better like mindset about it if you lean into nurturing yourself, loving yourself. Some of you guys may have to reparent yourself from things you learned from your past this week, but not allowing those things to control you. You're in control this week. Don't let them hold you back. You are in your power, and it's time to be like, you don't own me. Whatever your specific demon is. It's time for you to take your power back this week. We have answers. So you guys could be getting answers in all kinds of forms. This could be coming from people giving you answers to something you've been wondering about. Clarity coming in, from others, but also clarity coming in from your own internal wisdom. Also, like maybe getting answers that you maybe couldn't hear before because of the lens of perception of self-doubt you were looking through. So once you remove that lens of that limiting belief, you'll see that everything you need is right there, and you'll get the answers and the clarity that you were searching for. You just had to remove that limiting belief around it. So answers are coming in this week, big answers. And some of you guys could be waiting on some massive answer to come in. Maybe you're waiting for something to come through. I think this is the week that you're going to be getting all those types of clarity and answers. So very cool. Next, you guys had peace. Overall, this week, you will have moments of just pure bliss, pure peace that might feel like a change from how things have been thus far, but this should feel very peaceful. Also, someone could be coming in with like a peace offering. Someone could be needing forgiveness or forgiving you, something like that along the lines of that. But, because offering the olive branch kind of saying. So either, again, you could be mending something with someone that brings you peace, or someone could be mending something with you here this week. But overall, just a feeling of peace, a feeling of, again, I think this is the week that things don't control you, you control things. And it's such a peaceful state when you don't allow those thoughts to control you. And it's such an important piece of this little life that we're living is learning to control our own thoughts. Okay, the door to discovery. This also kind of feels like the answer. So there's going to be some key information coming in, maybe unlocking some doors, learning some new things, finding out some new things. This really feels like it's surrounded around something about your past. That might not be true for everybody, but that's a big vibe that's coming in. Possibly, getting information, unlocking something that maybe has held you captive. I know I keep going on that message, but it's coming in very clearly that this is the week that you unlock this cage, this possibly self-imposed cage that you've been in, and you're discovering a whole new way of life, a whole new way of being, honoring yourself, honoring your heart, honoring what you love, and feeling honored in return. Very, very beautiful energy though, but a lot of discovery, a lot of newness, a lot of answers, a lot of getting your life back into your own control, and taking it back from other things. So for your law of attraction card, you guys have nature's timing. Things need to occur in proper order. When the time is right, don't try to control the situation. So yeah, this kind of goes into that, like you can't always control what's going on around you, but you can control how you allow it to affect you. And that's also about controlling your mind and controlling your thoughts and controlling your fears around situations. I get that that's way easier said than done, but it is doable. But it all starts with your perception, your mindset, and where you allow your thoughts to go. And then once you can realize that you have so much control over that, again, you don't have control around your situations mostly, releasing the need to control that and just control your reactions, control how you allow it to affect you, can be such a huge shift in your life. And this is the week that you do that. You don't need to control the situation, control how you allow it to affect you. And just understand that certain things may have needed to happen in a certain order, to play out in a certain way. We also only understand things to the level of our perception. So when you guys getting with answers in the store to discovery, there could be some information that's coming in. And actually, you may have heard of it before, but you didn't understand it at the time. But now you're at a place where this information comes back in and you're in a different level of understanding that things are just going to make sense this week. It's that clarity, but just know that there's no need to be mad about it not happening in a different pattern and a different timing. There's no need to be mad at yourself for how long something took. Just know that it all played out as it needed to be, because you needed all those extra things to happen around it for you to be at the point that you are today. So I guess my biggest thing for you guys is please have some grace for yourself this week. Please have some love for yourself. Honor yourself. Even if we're not getting that from other people, of course we want it, but honor yourself, love yourself, and cherish and be kind to yourself this week. And know that there was no, it needed to be this way or should have been this way. Drop all that. Just let that crap go. It's not serving you. And just know that it all played out as it is. You've learned what you needed to learn, and now you're moving forward. Okay. Your mindful message this week is food. All right. So there could be some information about food coming up for this week. There could be moments where you get to enjoy your food, but being mindful about food this week is important for you guys for some reason. But I'm going to read this card. It says, "What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me. I infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating, visualizing the nutrients I am consuming, and love what went into growing and preparing this food." So yeah, I know a lot of us, we get so quick to eat fast, do the next thing, all this stuff. This is about taking a pause and a moment to appreciate everything that went into not just you preparing the food or whoever prepared the food, whoever grew that food, whoever made that food, and honoring the whole steps of that. Like if you can take a moment, and this is a great just tool in gratitude anyways, with anything you encounter in your day. Like say, okay, we're not talking about food, but say I take this candle, right? I bought it from World Market. Everybody asked me, so I'm talking about it. I bought this, but if I stop and think, I'm like, I wonder where this material came from, or who put this together, and who brought those materials to that person, who packaged it, who got it to the store, and think of all the different hands that went into creating this beautiful candle holder that I look at every day. If I stop and appreciate all the different people, all the different, and again, down to the person who made the ad, who selected this for the store. I mean, there's so many things that are involved in everything that we touch, and we forget how many lives were involved to get this certain thing to be in my life right now. And if you can stop and honor that and honor all the people, it's such a mind-blowing kind of thing, really. Like if you're sitting there watching this video, look at all the people that came up with YouTube, all this stuff. I know I'm getting really big and grandiose on this, but just stopping and appreciating everything in your life, it can really shift a lot of things. And look how many people were involved just to get this one little beautiful candle holder that makes me so happy every day when I see it. For years now that I've had it, I actually have like 6 of these about my house, and it's always in all my videos. But how many people took to get this here? Like, how cool is that? So it's that same thing about when you go to eat your food, appreciating everyone that went into, down to the person that planted the seed, the person that harvested, the person that gathered it, the person who sold it, packaged it, this, whatever it took, and then the person that made it. There's so many steps, and just appreciating that and having gratitude for that is eye-opening. But then also visualizing, like it talks about, like really looking at your food, thanking your food. I don't know, not everybody prizes their food, but if you can just look at your food and visualize like every nutrient in this food, honoring, nurturing every cell in my body. I know I'm getting really out there, but having that little level of appreciation for things in your life can, again, shift so many things in such a beautiful way. And it makes you look at life just completely different. So honor your food this week. It's going to be really important. And honor, in general, honor all. That message came through for a reason. So honor every little bit of our lives, because it truly is a miracle that we're even here. And that goes into the people that you see, just for you, and say someone that you encounter this week, that you interact with this week. Think of how many different scenarios in your life and their life that got you to that very moment. And if you can honor that, like mind-blowing change in how you view life, I'm telling you. Or you can disregard that. That's fine with me too. I don't care. I know it's been helpful for me. Anyway, so let's move on to love, and then we'll do letters and charms. So you guys have rendezvous and available. So I feel like this week you guys are going to be available and open to love. We do have something special, maybe surprising for a lot of you guys. Like something feels very like whisked away, exciting, special with this champagne here. And just being available, maybe someone that you've been interested in is going to become available this week. This availability could look a little different, but I just hear like you're going to be open and available to allowing love in, and open and available to have some fun, special experiences around love this week. So very cool. All right, let's do letters and charms. Okay, so start with the zodiac dice. This could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign. So we have Pisces for you guys. So also dreams are going to be important. Anytime I get Pisces, I'm always guided to talk to you about your dreams. Pay attention to special messages. Pisces rules the 12th house. So things could be ending. I really feel like this is your limiting beliefs. Again, this is the week that you let all that extra crap go and honor your heart. But you could be just dealing with the Pisces this week. All right, and let's see what house. So the 4th house. So things surrounding your home are going to be important or in focus this week. All right, so let's do some letters. So this could be someone's initials. This could be a place. Sometimes it spells out words. I'll leave that up to you guys on how it fits for your situation. But letters, woo, you guys got a lot. All right, we have an X. We have an R. We have a G, a Q, an E, 2 E's, a D, and an F. So, all right. So again, G, X, R, Q, D, E, E, F. You have feed in here. All right. So there's your letters. And let's pull you some charms. All right. So for pile 2, what else do they need to keep in mind for their week, please? What else for pile 2? Let me shake this up. I need to get a bigger bag. I can't really get in here. I added so many things. I really want to get some really fun, cool enamel pens, but they're so expensive. All right. All right, we have key. So we did have the 4th house. So something important about your home. Maybe some of you guys could be getting a new home, or someone could be giving you a key to their home this week. We have the Star card. So some healing going on, some blending, some wishes coming true. Also a nod to Aquarius. We have this little magic hat. So a touch of magic is going to go on this week. Also possibly a surprise coming up. Christmas could be important. Something could be coming back around from last Christmas, or planning for Christmas this year. And then we have dance and happy. So overall, you're going to have a very happy week. I'm hearing dance it up. If you're in a low vibrational energy, put on your favorite music and dance it and shake it out. If you find yourself storing emotions that you don't want to carry, sometimes the best way to get rid of those is to work through them. And by movement and moving, either exercise, dancing, things like that, moving your body can help shift that stored energy that, could be emotional, whatever, can help you work through it. So there you go, pile 2. Again, thank you all for being here. Sending love to everyone that was affected by Hurricane Ian this week. So much respect and love for everybody dealing with that situation. I talked about that at the beginning or after the pile selection. Sending so much love to Florida and South Carolina, or the Carolinas, or that coast that got hit again. Sending you guys all so much love. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this really lovely rainbow moons. Oh, see, caught it right there. Rainbow moonstone hearts. Very, very beautiful. Love it. And the little addition from my beautiful 5-year-old daughter. This little green little bead flower charm thing here. So sweet from her. She always wants to help. All right, so we are going over what you guys can expect in the week ahead, what to expect for the next 7 days. If you're new here, welcome. So happy to have you here. It's my favorite reading. If you're returning, all the same. Don't forget to like, guys. That really helps this video move along and to get to more people. I just realized this little angel's about to stay. Okay, so we're going to start with your tarot, which is the overall energy you can expect this week, and then we'll pull oracle cards as well as letters and charms. So, oh, okay, yeah, I remember you guys' now. Okay, you guys had Temperance and the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in all of tarot. Yay for that, right? So with Temperance being here, there could be some things that are a little slow moving than you'd like, but also some healings and things blending together. So there could be areas of your life that could be like meeting that you weren't expecting, things morphing together. For some of you guys, you could be blending energies with other people. I keep hearing blended family, so that's for somebody out there. Maybe somebody's families are meeting each other this week is kind of coming in, but Temperance is about alchemy. It's also about divine intervention, divine timing. So again, where I was talking about something maybe a little slower moving, just know it's happening as it should this week. But also just the blending of stuff. So alchemy is like that turning lead to gold kind of vibe. And then with the Sun, this overall energy, you're going to just feel very happy, very... we have rose in both of these. I just realized that. I'm using the Golden Girl Tarot. Yay for Florida with the week that we've been through. But overall, you're going to be feeling just happy, lighter than air, sunshiny, warm sun on your face kind of vibe. Overall this week. I'm interested to see what other message you guys have. This is, overall very good, fun-loving energy coming in. I'm sure a lot of you guys it's a very welcoming energy to have for your week. But I keep hearing some things about healing are going to go on, or maybe you've been working on your healing journey, and now it's just kind of like you're starting to feel free of the constraints that held you back in your past, is kind of how this vibe is coming in. But the song I'm Walking on Sunshine is coming in, so maybe you throw that on your playlist if you're feeling a little down and it's time to feel good. Hey, all right now. All right, I won't sing, sorry. Let's keep going, but overall energy is feeling really, really good for you guys, so look forward to that. We have do all things in moderation. So there's a reminder here about extremes this week. So even healthy things can go in the extreme. Like you can overwork out. You can be too diligent to your mental health detriment about things, and that goes the opposite way. So there's just a reminder to keep your balance this week. Also, Temperance is about balance. I don't know why that just moment. But yeah, it's about balancing things out. So with this moderation is making sure you're balanced across the board. Like if you're feeling too pulled in one direction, try to take a step back and look at where you're putting your energy this week and try to even it out so you feel comfortable and at a neutral state. And maybe that can bring you some more happiness too. With the Sun card is like not overextending yourself in any one area of your life, trying to be in moderation with all things within your own power here. But just a reminder just to keep things, like don't go to the extremes this week. Keep things in moderation. Again, good things, bad things, all things in moderation. You guys had 2 cards that popped out. So we had Animal and Clarity that came out for this deck. So animals are important this week. Some of you guys could be getting some new animals, but there's just going to be a focus around animals. Some of you guys that have like spirit animals, or, you know, you could be getting signs from those. We do have an owl, a black cat, a wolf, and a dove here. So some peace coming in, some, you know, focus, or probably a group mentality. This black cat, so I'm seeing a sign of like a little bit of mischief, and the owl being here for knowledge. But just animals are going to be important this week. So keep that in mind, but also getting clarity. So there's going to be information that comes in that provides clarity. You're going to be able to see a situation perhaps in a different way that you weren't seeing it before. That's going to give you a lot of peace and clarity coming in. All right, I'm going to keep that like that. Next, you guys had yin. So the yin energy is that receiving energy. It's that divine feminine energy. So this is a week where you should be receiving, be receptive and open, and allow things to come in. Not as much as doing as receiving. Energy is what you want to sit in. So if you're the type of person that goes, does, maybe that's where you need to adjust your be in moderation and adjust back and allow things to unfold. Allow people to help you. Allow people to give to you. Sometimes if you're a giver, you might be really good at giving to other people and doing for others, and not as great as being the receiving end. So you're being reminded to being open to that, because it is a cycle. We don't want to like overextend in either way. Again, we're balancing this week. So being more receptive and more open to receiving this week is going to be very important. The energy is really, really biting you to, again, have that balance in all areas, and just be open to allow the beautiful things that life has to offer to come in, and allow yourself to be happy. So we have ears wide open for your next card. I want to give a nod to the 33 here. So threes may be important for you this week, so pay attention to synchronicities surrounding threes. But ears wide open, so you could be learning some stuff. This card is about listening more than talking. Again, receiving the information. So if you have a tendency to be the one that talk, maybe this week is the week that you kind of just sit back and allow others to speak and listen, because there may be information that you needed to hear. Or a situation could be different. This also could be what gives you clarity. So you may have assumed that this person thought this, did this, blah, blah, blah. And your perception of it might not be the actual truth of a situation. So you're being guided to hold back a little bit and just listen and allow someone else to explain their truth and explain their side or whatever. But just be open to hearing, be open to receiving the information. But just important information is going to be coming in, but you have to make sure that you're willing to listen with open-minded, open ears this week. All right, this is kind of flying by through here. All right. Let's do your, oh, yeah, I remember this one. I don't know if I've ever pulled this card. So this is from the Law of Attraction deck. So it's Mayhem. All right, so we're going to read this and digest this together. It says, your manifestation is happening. Current issue reveals past wounds. Spiritual growth, hang tight. So if there is some moments this week where you feel like there's just a lot of chaos going on and it's bringing up past wounds, just know that it's part of the process, that your manifestations are happening, but maybe there's something from your past that needs to be addressed or healed. We do have Temperance here talking about the healing. So it may feel, there may be a moment in your week that feels a little chaotic, and again, maybe triggering some old wounds, but this is the time to kind of maybe sit back and be receptive to the energy that comes in, because it may give you clarity on a situation that you dealt with in the past. But this is all about your growth, but you are being guided to hang tight through it. So just keep that in mind this week, that just because something is chaotic doesn't mean it's not a blessing in its own way. All right, next you guys have, for your mindful message, you guys had play. So don't forget to play this week. Don't forget to have some fun. I'm going to read this card, and it says, I'm completely engaged in what I do. I'm in the here and now. I call it play instead of work. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. So it's a message to be mindful about the things that you're doing. We have a tendency to do, but are we even present in that moment? I am just as guilty as anybody else of going, but you are so focused on where you're going that you forget to look at where you're at and what you're doing. And, you know, it's like slowing down and really pay attention. Again, that moderation also is like, you don't have to always be focused on the end goal. Enjoy the process along the way. Like, stop and have fun with it. Try to, you know, I know not everything's fun. I get that. But try to have fun with your life. This is your life, you know, and be playful about it. And not everything has to be so serious. But that is our own mindset that can shift how we feel about things, how we react to things, how we allow things to affect us. It can be our mindset or our perception of those situations, can be a huge shift on how we experience things in this life. So you're being guided to be a little more playful this week with those things. All right, when it comes to love, and then I'm pulling letters and charms. So love this week, we have Phantom Lover Fantasy. So this could come up two ways. This could be you having a lot of fantasies about something, maybe not seeing something clearly in a situation around love. This also could be someone fantasizing about you. I don't know, all of a sudden I'm getting like a message about dreams. So you could be getting information in your dreams or someone dreaming about you. Things like that could be going on this week. And then we also have casual dating. So even if you're in a committed, fun, or serious relationship, you guys can still go on a playful, fun, casual kind of date. It may be what you need to kind of revamp your situation. Others of you guys, you could be going on a casual date. I'm feeling like coffee. I'm just hearing like keep it light and fun this week when it comes to areas of love. Also, this could be connecting with some old friends, because the love section doesn't just have to be romantic love. It can be all types of love. And there are lots, you know, family love, friendship love, sibling love, romantic love, unrequited love, my least favorite. But so just keeping things light and fun this week. But know that I feel like this is a little bit of a being mindful about how much you allow yourself to go off into a fantasy versus what's going on in your actual 3D reality. So keep that in mind. All right, let's see. Let's do letters and charms for you guys. Ugh. All right, let's see. We'll start with the zodiac dice. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign, or you could be the sign. So we have a Scorpio. So kind of like those unknown taboos, some secrets could be coming out. You could just be dealing with a Scorpio. Also paying attention to the details. I've never met a Scorpio that isn't one of the best detectives I know. 8th house kind of stuff too, which is the occult, the unknowns, death and rebirth, transformations have to do with Scorpio and 8th house stuff. Very, very cool. All right, and let's see what house you're going to be focusing on is house number 7. So relationships are going to be important, but, you know, not just romantic relationships. It's all relationships in your life and partnerships and love and how you view that. So there could be some secrets around some relationships in your life coming out with those two. All right, let's do letters and charms. So this could be someone's initials. This could be place. This spells words. Kind of up to you to determine how this fits for you. But pile 3's letters are... okay, we got a good bit. We have a U, a K, University of Kentucky. All right, F. We have a few F. H, P, Y, and a U, and an O. So we have 2 U's. We have FU here too. I don't know why I'm getting all these like college, like I'm just saying like Ohio State, University of Florida, University of Kentucky, but those are also just relevant to me and my family. But there's your letters and initials, or places. We have hop. You might be hopping to it. Might be hoppy this week. All right, we have up. Lots of things. All right, let's pull some charms for pile 3 before we end this. What else does pile 3 need to know about their week, please? What information can we get them? A lot. Okay. So we have this little lighthouse. So this is always my nod to light workers, but also this could be, if you're feeling dark, you could have a light at the end of the tunnel, like a light guiding you through the storm this week, or you could be a guiding light for somebody else. We have the sun again. So you guys have a double sun here. Lots of happiness, lots of fun. I also need to give a nod to Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun. We have not gonna lie. So I feel like some truths are going to be coming out this week as well. What else? We have so many things that flew out here. We have run. So some of you guys could be running or picking up a running routine. We have this little candy, so things are going to, oh, you have a candy and a donut. So things are going to be feeling sweet. There are sweet rewards coming in, sweet treats. All right, we have play. You guys had play again, so you're being reminded to be playful this week. Be playful in the things that you do. We have a little red rose here. So someone could be technically getting flowers. I feel like that's a nod for somebody, like a rose is like either your middle name or something is important to you around roses. We have this octopus here. So you could be doing a lot of different things, have your hands in a lot of different subjects this week. Again, keep it all in moderation. We have this owl. So some knowledge coming in, information. I keep getting this thing about like learning something about your past that's going to change how you view things. We have this little heart. So love is going to be important this week and intertwining love with other people. Those are getting harder to see. I need to get a different plate than this. I need to get a tray that doesn't move around. Just haven't got to that yet. And then we have a heart on a t-shirt. So I feel like you're going to be very open about your feelings, or you're going to have someone that's very open about their feelings this week. Is that all of them that came through? Yeah. All right, I'll let you guys look at this. There's your letters and charms. If something means something different to you. This was house number 7. It did flip over. I don't know where 7 went. There we go. So house 7, again, relationships are important for you guys, pile 3. So there you guys go. As always, thank you everyone who spent your time with me. It's always truly an honor. I want to take a special moment. I know I talked about this at the beginning of the reading after the pile selection, just to send all the love, good vibes, honoring, compassion to those that were affected by Hurricane Ian. It was a very, very bad situation. And as the area that was supposed to get it and the area that got it did not have time to prepare. Okay, I'm not going to get back on a soapbox about that. Just have compassion for those people. It was a very dire situation and was it was just a bad situation. So sending love to everyone across Florida that was affected by that, and into the Carolinas who ended up being affected by that as well. Sending you guys all the love and compassion and respect that I can. Thank you guys so much. Bye.